These tiny things are an AI voice recorder, and I know what you might be thinking. Why would anyone need a separate voice recorder in 2026 when every phone already has a voice recorder app? Well, that's exactly what I wanted to find out. This is the iFLYTEK AI Recorder P1, and this is the P1 Pro. The regular P1 costs $119, while the P1 Pro costs $159. They're not expensive, but also not just random cheap voice recorders. The whole point here is that these are not only recording devices, they are supposed to be AI assistants for meetings, lectures, interviews, and basically any situation where you don't want to miss what was said and will have. And honestly, as a university professor who records my own lectures, usually with my phone, after spending a week with this device, I can clearly see the appeal of carrying a dedicated AI assistant recorder, and that's why I was happy when iFLYTEK wanted to sponsor this video. If you're a student, or you attend a lot of meetings, or you do interviews, or maybe you are in sales and you meet clients often, the annoying part is not just recording audio. The annoying part is what happens after. You still have to listen to it again. You still have to find the important parts. You still have to write notes. You still have to make a summary. And that is where these devices are trying to be useful. Let's start with the smaller one, the P1. The P1 is basically the more portable, wearable version. It has a compact, detachable design, and you can wear it in different ways. You can use it as a pendant, attach it with a back clip, as it is magnetic, or even wear it as a watch style. So this one is clearly designed for people who want something that is always with them. For example, if you're in a lecture, in a meeting, or talking to a client, you don't have to hold it in your hand. You can just wear it and let it record. It has a dual microphone system in the front, which should help it capture clear audio, especially compared to just putting your phone somewhere on the table and hoping for the best. There is a small screen in the middle, a power button on the left side, a recording button on the top, and a USB-C charger on the bottom. But the biggest advantage of the P1 is probably battery life. It has 85 days of standby time and up to 25 hours of recording. It also supports fast charging, where 5 minutes of charging gives you around 2 hours of use. Storage is also a strong point. You get 64 GB of local storage, which can store up to around 700 hours of recording. There is also cloud storage, including 1 GB of permanent cloud storage and additional bonus cloud space. That's great since it means you can record anything you want and later transfer it to your phone, and it doesn't need a permanent phone connection. You can not only access your recordings on your phone, but when you get back to the office and open your computer or tablet, all your recordings and transcripts are already there thanks to the cloud storage. This is especially useful for organizing long lectures, meetings, or research notes. Now, the P1 Pro is a bit different. This one costs $159, so $40 more than the regular P1. And the main difference is that the P1 Pro is focused more on recording quality and pickup performance. The Pro model has high-res recording and playback with 96 kHz 24-bit audio. So in theory, it should capture more detail and sound cleaner than the regular P1. This matters if you're recording more important audio, for example, academic lectures, interviews, discussions, maybe even music rehearsal, or situation where sound quality matters more. The microphone setup is also different. The P1 Pro has 3 microphones, 1 directional microphone and 2 omnidirectional microphones. That means it can focus on a speaker while also capturing surrounding sound. Because of its shape, it is also nice to be used for interviews. When recording a voice, you can pick either of these options from the menu. This is useful because real-world recording conditions are usually messy. People talk from different directions. Someone is sitting far away, there is a background noise, the room is not perfect. So having a directional mic plus omnidirectional mics should make the Pro model more flexible. One of the main differences is that Pro also has a speaker, so you can instantly listen back to what you were recording. Another big difference is the screen. The P1 Pro has a 3.2-inch OLED touchscreen. This makes it feel more like a small smart device, not just a simple recorder. I find it super useful to be able to navigate through menus and recordings in the device itself rather than the app. On the other side of the device, there is a power button plus volume rockers. On the left side, there is a function key and a recording button. You can interact with it more directly, control things on the device, and use a real-time playback to quickly review important moments. That is actually a nice feature because sometimes you don't want to wait until later. You just want to check something quickly while you're still in the same meeting or lecture. So the P1 Pro is less about being invisible and wearable and more about giving you better recording quality and a more complete device experience. And then there is the AI side. Both the P1 and P1 Pro support AI meeting assistant features by connecting to the DeepThink app. In the app, you can simply connect your device and see the transcripts of the recordings. The recordings will differentiate between the speakers. You can highlight any part of the text or insert pictures, edit them, or copy it. You can use the translate feature, which currently supports 11 languages with real-time interpretation with text-to-speech. The AI features are the same across both devices in the app. By clicking on the robot button on the top right corner, you can access to all of the AI tools. Notably, you can see a summary of the recording, the notes that show the main points of the discussion through the bullet points and text, and you can also use Ask AI to ask certain questions that happen during the recording. You can even use the app without the device as a standalone option if you forgot your recorder. Now the important question is, which one makes more sense? The regular P1 is for portability, battery life, and storage. It is the one I would pick if I wanted something simple and wearable that I could use for long sessions. If you are attending lectures all day, going from meeting to meeting, or doing field work where you need to record conversations without thinking too much about the battery, the P1 makes more sense. It has a better standby time, long recording time, large local storage, and a wearable design. The P1 Pro is for people who care more about audio quality and microphone performance. If you want higher and better quality of audio, better pickup options, and a touchscreen interface, the P1 Pro is the more advanced device. But what I found interesting is that both devices share the same core AI features. Both support real-time transcription in 11 languages and interpretation features. So the AI side is not really the reason to go Pro, and the difference is mostly hardware. I personally prefer the Pro since the microphone quality is simply better, and I do give my lecture in a big hall, and it does pick up my students asking questions from afar. But if I were to be in a smaller room, the non-Pro version is smaller and more minimalist. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning into Tecmo, and I will see you in the next one.